Why won't a volume fader show up for a browser window on Windows 11 until it makes sound, so I can adjust it before the sound starts? I must be on the wrong output. No, I'm on the right one. What's up with that? It doesn't even make sense to me. Hello everybody. Hey Nick, there it goes.
Brown. Good morning.
Good morning, Nick. Okay, we're good.
Sean the Orca guy.
Hey, Orca.
I made it yeast.
How's it going? Cool, okay, it did remember the sound setting. I'm very happy.
Megsy Williams.
Because I usually get blasted first thing in the
Hey,
morning.
Nate.
Hey, Megsy. Yes, I got the coffee. I've got the coffee. The backyard's looking beautiful. The grass is growing in because the cold weather's come to an end. And all the grass is growing. It's beautiful back there. It's so green and gorgeous. It's not done yet. It's got a few more, probably another month of growth. But it's coming in quick, man. That St. Augustine's coming back and taking over. We've got this beautiful tree back here with these pink flowers on it. And,
Go Husky. What's up, Nick?
the hawk is here.
Bill H.
Hey, Bill.
Sup now, long time no see, brother.
Is that Bill Henderson? Noyoko? Let me know if that's Noyoko. My second favorite trucker.
Sean the Orca guy. Each saw notification pop up. Couldn't miss your awesome show.
So notification. Yes, the notifications went out. Here
Bill
we are.
H.
Noyoko!
Yes, sir.
What's up, buddy? Long time no see, man. I'm glad every time you pop in here. That's so nice to see you, bro. God, you were one of the OGs, son. One of the OGs from way back. So glad we caught you today. What, are you not on the road today? You at a truck stop? What you got going on, son? What you hauling? What you hauling? Let's play What You're Hauling. I got an ash in my eye. Blast it. Blast that ash. Went right in my eye.
Spur. Morning.
Hey, Jiminy, what's up, buddy? What? Regulators rejected Neuralink's device due to safety risks, report says. Elon Musk fails again. No, Elon Musk can't put chips into people's brains. Regulators rejected Neuralink's device due to safety risks. Yeah, we're not going to let you put chips in people's brains. So, all you chip people out there, there you go.
I had to quit trucking due to medical condition.
Quit trucking? Oh my goodness, bro.
Michael has
I hope you're able to get by.
Ha 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 ha.
With whatever it is that you do
Sean
now.
the Orca guy. Drinking some kofef, enjoying Nay's garden.
Yes, drinking some kofef. Indeed we are. So, I got that glue. I got that glue right here for me and you. I got that glue. Make sure we don't have a seed in here quickly. I don't feel any. I think we're okay there.
H. I'll go take a rip with ya for old times, brother.
As long as it doesn't keep you from working. I don't want to get you in trouble. I am so glad you're here, though, bro. I'm really glad that you're here, man. I see that Bill H. I'm like, dude, that could be anybody. I wonder if that's Noyoko. Yes. So glad. How cool, man. Yeah, let me go into the Discord server. Hey, Jim Jam's there.
Bill H. Nah, it's my day off, so I got start trying to rebuild the house.
Okay. All right. Well, I have got Jiminy on tap.
What's up, man?
Hey, buddy.
Cool.
We've got. Do you remember Noyoko?
Not really.
No.
I
Okay.
can't remember this. Not specifically. No.
You guys may have been in different chats.
Yeah. There's so many people from back then.
I wonder if he remembers you. Yo, Noyoko, do you remember Weedman from the chat? Rad Boy? Jim Simpson?
Yeah, it was
Casper Schizo?
man. Most people remember me from the video chat. Spot. It was in there all the time.
The Trendy As Dabbers chat? TrendyDabbersChat.com?
Yeah. That was a nice little chat room.
It was. Blew up a few times.
Made a lot of
Oh, you
Bill
remember
H.
Cyber and Yukon?
Nope, I remember Cyber Yukon.
Okay. So, you were over in
Oh, that's cannabis chat.
yeah, Cannabis chat. Okay.
I remember Yukon.
All right, well, let's smoke
Yeah,
now. Cheers, Jim. Cheers, Bill. Cheers, Sean. We'll smoke for the old school, man. For the old days.
school.
For the old school.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Yeah, cheers.
No law, we're going to get this.
Maxie Williams. Cheers. Francesco Moro. Morning Nay, cheers. Paul H. Cheers.
Paul, cheers. Francesco, cheers. Megsy, cheers.
Bill H.
Holy shit.
Alright, back to work. Have a wonderful day. Nay, see you next time.
Okay, Bill, take care, buddy.
The
Thank you.
freaking Oracle.
Thank you for popping in.
Driving and listening.
Hey, homie. So, freaking Oracle messaged me on Twitter, and he's like, dude, credit card company failed, and it's crashing the freaking crypto. He wasn't sure what the credit card company was, but it was a pretty big deal. And that crash that we experienced last night, live on the show, it crashed, and then it stayed down there. There was no recovery. So we've had 13, maybe 14 hours of this. I'll show you what it looks like on the chart real quick here. I'm not gonna get into crypto right now, but I just want you to see what it looks like. So this was our drop, big drop, and now boom. Now we're just idling. 22,426 right now. It dropped down to 22,000 and it bounced back up and it never went there again. So we retested 22,000 and we're okay. Harmony is at exactly 2 cents. So that means
The freaking Oracle.
if you bought it now,
58,000 BTC sold.
when Harmony goes to, you're gonna have to explain that to me. With that, I don't know what you mean by that. When Harmony goes to 4 cents, you will double your money if you get it at 2 cents. It's gonna go to 4 cents. So I'm just here to tell you, man. I'm the
Francesco
messenger.
Moro.
Don't kill the messenger.
Hey, Paul.
I'm just here to tell you this is your
Paul
chance.
H.
Oh, I've got the wrong
3.
numbers up. I'm sorry. Those are the wrong numbers. That's my, estimated portfolio but it's not going to be that. It's going to be a lot less when I finally get my money. So don't let that excite you. It's not what I was hoping it would be, thanks to what Celsius did to me, and Alex Mashinsky. You know what I was noticing today? I was watching CNN, and Christine Romans, who I just can't stand. I just can't stand her. She comes on and, you know, she has this little segment she calls Romans numeral, you know, because her name is Christine Romans. She has a little number of the day, and it's just really bad. She's just really, really bad content that she provides. She always covers the stock market, and you guys might notice every once in a while you'll hear me go, "The Dow is down." Has anybody ever heard me say that? The Dow is down in that voice. The Dow is down. Oh, let's look at the stock market. The Dow is down. Anybody ever heard me say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have. You know, that's an impersonation of Christine Romans.
Okay.
Now, you want to know why I bring her up? Because this morning I was watching CNN, and she was once again doing her, you know, her stock market thing, and I noticed they do not want to mention crypto. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and do one of my things here and just say it's just a matter of time before, when they're talking about the Dow and the S&P 500 and the stocks, they're also going to start mentioning Bitcoin. Now, they're not doing it yet because they're a bunch of cucks and cunts, and they've got a fucking cunt-cuck narrative, right? Christine Romans' narrative is, well, whatever, you know, the big wigs say, that's what goes, and they don't want to talk about crypto because crypto's how, you know, the little people can get wealthy too, and they don't want you getting wealthy. So they're not going to mention it yet. But here's what's going to happen. More and more people like me are going to be like, hey, isn't it weird that they don't even mention, like, the price of Bitcoin? I mean, wouldn't that be smart? If you're going to mention the price of the Dow, the S&P 500, wouldn't it be cool to put the price of Bitcoin there too? Or just common sense in it here, folks. Just a matter of time. And you'll see, like, you know what? Nay was the one who noticed that they don't mention the crypto prices when they're talking about the stocks on the mainstream media. Nay was the one who said they're going to have to do it soon. Sooner than eventually. It was Nay who said it first. You're watching the right show, folks. I'm telling you, man. You write it down. I wish somebody would just, every time I do one of these, start a little notepad and just write it down. Every time I make a prediction, write the time and the date, and then the title of the show, and see how often I'm getting it right. Nostradamus is what Jimbo called me yesterday.
That's right.
Another Nostradamus prediction comes true. Do you know that one of Jimmy Dore's most rabid fans, Turbo Jerko on Twitter, my buddy, friend of the show, he's curious and doesn't understand what the article was that I posted that shows that it was a screenshot from CNN that shows that Arctic ice is melted to its lowest point. And he was confused about that. And I'll tell you why he's confused about that. Because it doesn't jive with his narrative that it's fake, that it's a hoax. So, there you go. It's one of Jimmy Dore's strongest supporters. These are the kind of people that watch Jimmy Dore. Somebody said to me, you know, Jimmy Dore's going to be running for president. And I saw a tweet. So Jimmy Dore's running for president. I said, I'm not going to vote for him. I'm not going to vote for anybody. You know, if Jimmy Dore wants to come clean on his bullshit, if he wants to start admitting science, and if he wants to call out Ron DeSantis for all the horrible shit he does, hey, you're a reporter, Jimmy. Let's tweet that at Jimmy Dore. Let's tweet that at Jimmy Dore. Yeah, it's only fair. You know, you're a news guy. You're doing the news. You're covering the news. At Jimmy Dore. I said, I'm tweeting this at Jimmy Dore from the Truthier news site, which is not blocked yet by Jimmy. At Jimmy Dore, since you are doing news, would you consider ever reporting on any of the bad things Ron DeSantis Florida has done in Florida, besides his documented horrible handling of COVID, which you misreported? You know, there's a list of things that Ron DeSantis, horrible legislation that Ron DeSantis has passed to discriminate against not only people, but entities as well. He's attacked Disney because Disney was supporting the LGBTQ community. So Ron DeSantis attacked Disney. Do you guys know that?
That's kind of a bad thing to do in Florida.
You know about that though, right? Jim, do you know about that?
Yeah. I didn't know specifically about that, but I'd imagine you would.
You guys don't know specifically. Do you guys in the chat, you guys heard about Ron DeSantis attacking Disney and what transpired? It's Reedy Creek is the name of the district for Disney World. Let me know if that sounds familiar.
Francesco Moro.
Reedy
They
Creek.
cloned my credit card. Brop all day. Good morning.
You're able to reverse those charges on your credit card, right, though? You're able to call the credit card company and say that's not you? You just say, hey, it's not me. Reverse the charges, right?
Brop all day. Don't think I heard anything.
Okay, so Brap All Day says he hasn't heard a thing about Ron DeSantis attacking Disney World. This has been going on for 7 months, 8 months, maybe since I moved to Florida.
If he's going to Disney World, then that's the end of it for me.
So this is just an entity that Ron DeSantis has gone after. This is like what a fascist does. And the reason I'm holding my head like this is because I can't believe I have to explain this to my audience, man, but I've done
I haven't heard specifically about this story.
I've done a disservice though. I mean, everyone in the audience should be speaking up right now. Not Brap is the only one that's responding. And I feel like I've failed my audience, man. I mean, because Disney World is an entity, not a human being or not a group of people per se, even though they are a group of people. They definitely are a group of people. You know, if you're an employee at Disney, there's a lot of you. Okay, Google. I don't have my Googling phone here with me, and this thing isn't doing
I
it.
like Disney.
How many
Oh, I
you
know.
guys, somebody Google how many employees Disney has. In just Orlando.
Francesco Moro. Hey, Brop.
What's the total amount of Disney employees employed in Orlando? Or in the state of Florida, we should say. Thanks, Jim. I hear you Googling it. Jimmy Dore, since you were doing news, would you consider ever reporting on any of the bad...
77,000.
How many?
Okay, wait, that's the entire thing.
That's the entire
Trying to
corporation?
find it. Yeah, that's the entire corporation. It's
What-
hard to find. Just
How many was it? 37,000 you said?
77,000.
Holy shit! Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's a group of people. And it's like
Walt Disney World.
a community, right? It's like a community of people.
Yeah, Lake Buena Vista, Bay Lake, Florida. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Headquarters.
So he's a fascist because he's using his political position to go after somebody who disagreed, somebody who just had an opinion about something, disagreed with him politically. So they're an entity, they're a community, right? They're kind of like a county, their own county, Reedy Creek. It's a district, and they're like
Actually, they must all work for Disney. I mean, it's not such a big employer.
they've got their own fire department, their own police, they've got their own garbage and utilities, that whole thing, man, they're all self-supporting. It's kind of like a shining example for what a town could be, right? Because they it's what triggered this is we should get the story, okay? Let me pull up my Googlers. Okay. What started the dispute between Ron DeSantis and Disney World? Let's go to YouTube and find a video about it, okay? Disney versus Disney versus DeSantis. There it is. Showdown between Disney and Governor DeSantis continues 1 month ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, 10 months ago. Disney versus DeSantis. Governor moves to end park special status. 10 months ago. 11 months ago. Florida Governor DeSantis says Disney crossed the line. 11 months ago. I'm going back for you guys. This is what I do. What did I say? What did I tell you guys? About the time I moved here, right? That this has been going on? How good am I? For just doing this and just being the old guy smoking cannabis. I'm shocked at my own accuracy sometimes. All right. I digress. 11 months ago, let's go with Tampa Bay 10. Here we go.
One of the things I saw yesterday. We signed the Parents' Rights in Education bill. It's interesting when a Disney-owned ABC would put that out on tweet. They'd say, Governor DeSantis signs bill to prohibit instruction in sexual identity and gender identity in some grades. Some grades. Why would they say some grades instead of K through 3?
Well, because you know what? You've already expanded it to high school, you son of a bitch. And they knew you were going to do it because you're a fascist motherfucker. Hey, man, I'm out. I'm done. That's it. I think I've completely covered this, and we can move on with the show now. What do you guys say? Oh, you guys want to know what happened, how it transpired there? Okay, we'll get into the history. But as far as what he just said and my response to it, I mean, I'm out. You guys should all be up to speed now. Right? So he's going after the trans community. Now he's going after prisoners. Now he's going after their insurance. Now he's going after the high schoolers, the trans kids. They're expanding. Oh, and you're like, well, maybe Ron DeSantis isn't promoting legislation that's being pushed by one of his surrogates or one of the other people that's one of his cronies that's also a politician here in the state of Florida. But I guarantee you're not going to hear Ron DeSantis going anywhere to speak out against that legislation. In fact, he's going to full-heartedly support it. Wholeheartedly support any legislation that increases the pain for the people that he hates. He's a fascist. And I'm looking forward to some of you in my chat responding to this conversation. I am patiently awaiting you guys to give me some of your opinion about the fascism that you just saw exhibited by Ron DeSantis in a matter of 22 seconds.
Pretty disgusting.
He wants to stop the trans education or the gender discussions or whatever from grades K through 3. And what did I tell you when we started with that? I said, this has never been a problem before. And now that it's suddenly become this issue, he's going to use this to silence everybody that he disagrees with. And I've already spoken way too much. Let's go over that 22 seconds one more time.
one of the things I saw yesterday. We signed the Parents' Rights in
Hello, young
Education bill.
cannabis.
It's
Cheers,
interesting
Jim.
when
Cheers,
like
Francesco and
a
Brad.
Disney-owned
Everybody
ABC
in
would put that out on tweet. They'd say, Governor DeSantis signs bill to prohibit instruction in sexual identity and gender identity in some grades. Some grades. Why would they say some grades instead of K through 3? It's just amazing if you're trying to inform so you saw a lot of this, but then for Disney to come out and put a statement and say that the bill should have never passed and that they are going to actively work to repeal it. I think one was fundamentally dishonest, but two, I think that crossed the line.
Francesco Moro. Cheers, Nay.
How dare Disney defend its very employees that are LGBTQ? How dare Disney defend its family? They've crossed the line. I think we should be discriminating against the LGBTQ community, and we can start with the trans, and we can move up from there. This is how a fascist works, man. A fascist just doesn't drop the Iron Curtain, man, in one day. They lower it slowly. Very slowly they lower the Iron Curtain slowly.
He needs that karma.
Shut the fuck up and stop talking over me, you motherfucker. A fascist doesn't drop the Iron Curtain in one day. They lower it slowly. Very slowly. That's how fascism works. I hope his kids turn trans or gay. He needs that karma. God, you sound like my mother. Stop it, Patrick. And why can't you wait for me to stop talking before you fire off something like that? I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from all of you. I mean, is it that hard to time it? I mean, hit the button that says, get current with me, man. What's that button say? Live. Hit the button that says live. Next to the play button, you see that thing that's gray and says live? Yeah, click it. It should be red. Okay, get in time with me. And then when I stop like this,
the freaking
that's
Oracle.
when you talk. Like Oracle. This is good timing.
K through 3 IAE, let kids be kids. As puberty comes to light, then yes, education is key.
Dude, you're a fucking fascist. This is the problem, Oracle. Don't you understand? We've never needed these laws. You made it all the way through school, bro. You never had a law like that protecting you. You made it all the way, bro. Now there's a fascist that's trying to pass laws that we've never needed before, and it's not to protect the fucking K through 3. It's so he can eventually discriminate against everybody, man. Why is this so challenging for you?
I have a trans
Then how fucking dare you? How dare you? You want kids to be scared of your trans child, bro? You know, why not educate them if they're among them? What is wrong with you, man? You want your kid to be shunned? It doesn't even make sense, man. I don't even understand this conversation. I don't even want to have this conversation right now. I really don't.
This state is governed by the interests of the people of the state of Florida. It is not based on the demands of California corporate executives. They do not run this state. They do not control this state.
I'm sorry. Oracle scrambled my brain so harshly that I couldn't even understand what Ron DeSantis just said. I got to rewind it.
By the interests of the people of the state of Florida. It is not based on the demands of California corporate executives. They do not run this state. They do not control this state. I also thought it was interesting. I talked to the Speaker of the House yesterday afternoon, and he said Disney never called him while they were putting this through the House. They didn't seem to have a problem with it when it was going through. If this was such an affront, why weren't they speaking up at the outset? And yet they won't. And then for them to say they're going to actively work to repeal substantive protections.
I'll tell you why Disney didn't say it. Because they really didn't think it was going to pass, man, and they didn't want to get political, but you forced them to get political, you fucking fascist cunt, don't support a fascist cunt, Ken. Give a little, man. You gotta give a little, okay? Give a little bit so you don't have a fucking fascist. Jesus fucking Christ. Please tell me you understand. You need to understand what fascism is, bro. You need to understand what the definition of fascism is. You need to understand that's what this little fucking goddamn Mussolini motherfucker's doing. Look at him. Look at his little mean little Mussolini face. Dictating. To Disney. This was on day one, bro. Then you haven't even waited to see what the fuck he's done. Since they dared to try to stick up for people like your child, man.
Kids being that young should just be kids. They should not worry about whether they are a boy or a girl. My child didn't know that she felt more like a boy until puberty.
Maybe your child is different from another child, and who the fuck are you to decide for other parents, bro? Or other kids? Nobody's forcing anything on these children, man. This is, you don't understand. Nobody is sitting down with kindergarten through third grade kids and telling them anything. They passed this law so they could now pass it up to your high school. Are you even fucking listening to me? Then they go after prisoners. Then they're going to go after, the next marginalized group of people, bro. Do you understand this? I feel like I don't even know who the fuck you are sometimes, Ken. It's like you don't even make sense to me, bro. I mean, help me out here, Jim. I mean, where are you at?
What's up?
Is that a Canadian thing, bro? Maybe you could explain it to me.
What? Sorry, I missed what he said. That was.
No, bro, it's okay because I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, and people tune out, and I understand. But here, this is what's up. Ron DeSantis is a fascist. Okay. The only reason he does anything, it isn't because he cares about Ken's kid. It isn't because he cares about fucking anybody.
Oh, yeah,
it's so that he can pass legislation to take marginalized groups and discriminate against them. That's all he does. And he just wants to serve himself. And he's a fucking fascist. And Ken is been sold this one fucking point that this cunt is using just like Adolf Hitler did. To get the Germans on his side. Oh, I'm going to protect you from the gay people.
Yeah, fear mongering. Yeah.
And Ken doesn't see it. And I don't know how to get Ken to see this for what it is. He's worried about the kindergarten through third, where there are no instances of people sitting down in a school situation with kindergarten through third grade kids and saying, okay, kids, today we're going to be talking about trans and gay and gender and your sex and penises and vaginas and all of that. Dude, they don't do that. So there's no reason to pass that law because nobody's doing it. But when you start passing that law, then you pass another, then you pass another, then you pass another, and the next thing you know, you've discriminated against every marginalized group, and it's just your group of people that's left. It's called fascism.
They do in Canada.
Well then, man, aren't you tired of being a victim? Ken, you have to draw the line, man. This guy.
Jerko. DeSantis is making an announcement.
My favorite Jimmy Dort supporter, what's up? What's the announcement DeSantis is making now? He's running for president of the United States. Are you kidding me? Dude, is he announcing that he's going to run for president of the United States right now? This is really bad timing. Because of that whole thing that just happened with Donald Trump. Bro, he's not going to lower the volume on that by announcing right now. He's making a horrible mistake. This is fantastic. He's doing everything wrong, man. What is going on with Ron DeSantis? I don't know. Bro, is he announcing he's running for president? Do I need to pull up one of my fucking newsy news things, bro?
Turbo Jerko.
Oh, you guys heard about Wagner?
He's talking over Disney.
He's talking about Disney? Oh, yeah, he's taking over Disney. Oh, yeah. We're talking about that too. Isn't that funny? We're literally covering the exact same thing. I lost the page I was on, bro. We were watching a video of Ron DeSantis, and I can't remember where it was at. What did I do, man?
One of the things I saw yesterday. We signed the Parents' Rights in Education bill. They do not control this state. I also thought it was interesting. I talked to the Speaker of the House yesterday afternoon.
Turbo
And he
Jerko.
said Disney never.
He's giving Goofy a run for his money.
Bro, he owns Goofy. He owns the whole goddamn thing. I haven't even told them about this yet. My audience is like sitting there wondering what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm showing what triggered this whole thing. This was it. This was 11 months ago. This was like right after I'd moved to Florida. And this whole thing started between Disney and him because he passed a law that said he was going to protect children from kindergarten to third grade from being, in gender discussions that they were never being exposed to in the first place. So this is a way that a fascist starts taking people's rights away. He starts with the most marginalized group of people that are hated the most in society. He picks on them, and then he starts. This is just common. It's like everyone forgets their history lessons all of a sudden when they support Ron DeSantis. And it doesn't matter whether I agree with the whole LGBTQ thing or not. This is what he is doing, and people need to take notice. And whether it plays on your heartstrings or not, well, that's exactly what fucking Adolf Hitler did. So don't be a fucking Nazi. Don't be a sucker. That's what I'm trying to tell Ken.
Turbo Jerko. Starts by taking emergency controls.
No, it doesn't start by taking emergency controls. It starts, like I said, he doesn't just drop the freaking curtain, bro. The Iron Curtain. He doesn't do that. They lower it down real slow. They lower the Iron Curtain down real slow, bro. This is how a fascist takes over. It just eases you in. This is how Hitler took over Nazi Germany. This is how he slowly, this was not overnight, bro. They worked, and they convinced people, and they passed legislation. And they acted like they were,
Daga Lavu. Hi.
They acted like politicians that were doing politics. This is how they did it. Daga, what's up? I love Dax. I love good Dax. Where's my Dag? I don't know. Hey, Daggy. It's probably in my bed. Anyhow, so he passes this law that protects kids from kindergarten to third grade from being exposed to any discussion having to do with gender in schools. And Disney says they see it like I see it. They're like, that's you're already gonna go down the slippery slope. It's not like you're about to go down it. Disney saw it for what it was. They're like, that's got to be stopped right now. So they figured, like some people probably thought that it was going to be stopped in the legislature or something, or somebody was going to step in, and when no one did, the fucking
Daga Lavu. Oh yeah?
The bill passed, and once the bill passed, Disney spoke out against it. They said, we're going to do everything we can to try to reverse this legislation. We feel it's discriminatory against the LGBTQ community. That's a lot of our employees are LGBTQ. So, of course, they're a family. There's 77,000 Disney employees. And this is what happens next.
Never called him while they were putting this through the House. They didn't seem to have a problem with it when it was going through. If this was such an affront, why weren't they speaking up at the outset? And yet they won't. And then for them to say they're going to actively work to repeal substantive protections for parents as a company that is supposedly marketing its services to parents with young children.
Like
I
Ken.
think they crossed
Parents
the line.
like Ken.
And, people ask me, kind of about, their posture on the bill. I
He
said,
really cares
what?
about you, Ken.
If we would have put in the bill that you were not allowed to have curriculum that discussed the
protecting
oppression
your
of the
trans
Uyghurs
child.
in China,
He's
Disney
protecting
would have
your
endorsed
trans
that in a
child.
second. And that's the hypocrisy of this. And
He's
we're
talking
going to make
hypocrisy.
sure we're fighting back when people are threatening our parents and threatening our kids.
Okay, so what Ron DeSantis did then was he nullified the Reedy Creek, their licensing to exist as governor. He basically said, you're no longer in control of your own district, and I'm redistricting you. And he wrote the legislation, and he had enough of his own people that were judges and people in legislation that were, and he did it. Now, we can see a video now that will explain that to you. One month ago, this is a Fox News video. Fox News, this is live now from Fox. This is NBC. Disney versus the governor moves to end park special status. Okay, here we go. This is 10 months ago. This is the Today Show. 2.5 minutes.
This morning, Republican Governor Ron DeSantis escalating his fight against the house that Mickey built, pressuring state lawmakers to repeal Disney World's unique self-governing authority, the little-known Reedy Creek Improvement District that dates back to the late 60s.
Jim,
They
cheers.
will be
Everybody,
considering the
chat,
congressional
Daga,
map,
Turbo.
but they also will be
Cheers,
considering termination of all special districts
Rumble.
that were enacted in Florida prior to 1968, and that includes the Reedy Creek Improvement District.
How unprecedented is it for a governor to take on Disney in Florida?
It's highly unusual to see an out-and-out fight between one of the most powerful and important companies in the state.
Political insiders say the battle is really over Florida's new parental rights and education law, which opponents, including some vocal Disney employees, call the Don't Say Gay law. Disney's CEO Bob Chapek, initially non-committal, saying after the governor signed the bill into law, our goal as a company is for this law to be repealed by the legislature or struck down in the courts.
This state is governed by the interests of the people of the state of Florida. It is not based on the demands of California corporate executives.
Disney's special self-governance, which covers
I'm not a California corporate executive. I'm a citizen of the state of Florida, and I don't want to see the LGBTQ community discriminated in any way, shape, or form. We don't need laws for something that doesn't exist. This is obviously his attempt at fascism, and everyone should be more than aware of what's going on. So listen to what he did.
40 square miles allows the company to provide many of its own services, like fire departments, road construction, and building and zoning.
Today, I want to share with you some of our ideas for Disney World.
Without Reedy Creek, historians believe it's unlikely Uncle Walt would have realized his dream in Florida.
It's clearly political. The governor and Republicans in the legislature, at least many of them, seem to be trying to punish Disney.
Disney World is twice the size of Manhattan, or for another reference, about the size of San Francisco. It straddles two counties, Osceola and Orange County. We reached out to the managers of those counties to ask them whether they could take on the responsibilities if the state decides to eliminate the Reedy Creek Improvement District. And the managers in those counties said right now it's hypothetical, so really no comment. Craig?
All right. Kerry Sanders, Force Theory in Florida. Kerry, thank you.
So let's move on to the next stage of what he did, which was, this is 3 days ago.
Earlier today, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill stripping Disney of its longtime self-governing status in that state. For decades, the area surrounding Walt Disney World, known as the Reedy Creek Improvement District, had its own taxing and bonding authority. Now, this had allowed Disney to make its own planning and zoning decisions, as well as have its own fire department. NBC's Vaughn Hilliard joins us now. And Vaughn, I know you've been following this case closely. Help us understand what exactly the signing of this bill does and what the reaction's been so far.
Right. And the Special Governing District, Aaron, it has been around for more than 50 years. It was created when the developments for Disney World first started back in the late 60s there. And essentially, we're talking about a 25,000 acre area here, multiple miles in which Disney was given the rights to develop, to place its own tax code, as well as issue its own bonds and really plan its own development across this greater Florida area. But after last year, the Disney company spoke out against what was dubbed the Don't Say Gay bill, which restricted what public school educators were able to teach about sexual orientation and gender identity. Sure. The Disney Corporation released a statement at the time pushing back against the legislation. Now, Ron DeSantis said in essentially retaliation that this was a company that was wrong for speaking out against his policy decision. And today, upon signing this legislation, he said, quote, "The corporate kingdom finally comes to an end. There's a new sheriff in town, and accountability will be the order of the day." And in fact, in his book released just here today, DeSantis said he warned Disney ahead of their decision to go public with its pushback that there would be consequences if it so chose to. The biggest...
Let me tell you the first thing I heard recently about what they want to do. They want to have creative control over what Disney puts out.
What?
He elected every single board member himself.
Difference now with the Special Governing District is that that board, which was made up of really Disney allies, it is now going to be made up of 5 individuals that are handpicked by Governor DeSantis. To note, there are other Republicans, including former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan, as well as former Vice President Mike Pence, that have...
Man versus mouse. Who's who?
God, I wish you'd shut the fuck up until I'm done, dude. You're such a pain in the ass, aren't you?
Push back against DeSantis, say that this is against the idea of limited government conservatism. Aaron?
All right, Vaughn Hilliard for us today. Thank you, Vaughn.
God, man. Just fucking, can't you just wait? What is wrong? How many times do I have to fucking tell you? Can't you just wait until I'm done with like a little segment to start talking? Why is that so hard for you? You always got to talk over everything. You know, all it was taking you is just sit there on your ass for fucking 10 more seconds until this dumbass pops up. God, that guy's ugly. Oh my God. He looks like a fucking alien. Get him off the fucking screen.
Yeah, he does.
It fits right in with my fucking hellscape background there. Little Skeletor dude. So, understand that this motherfucker is a fascist. I don't think he's going to... Now, all of us here in the state of Florida, we knew it was going to happen with Florida.
There will be consequences if you deceive.
You know, we knew this was inevitable. You know, there's nobody here to stop his rampage because he's appointed, as I said before, all of the people that need to be in place to support him at every step of everything that he does legally or legislatively. He's completely backed up everywhere. Not only that, but there's plenty of people, including people that I consider my friends, that support him 100%. They think he's fucking great. So, you know, we know what America's up against. Those of us that are still you know, having a good grip around knowing what fascism is and understanding, of course, seeing little Hitler over here fucking, you know, cracking his reign over fucking every single aspect. And it's not Disney, like I said, him taking over an entire county affecting 77,000 employees and then dictating that they're going to start saying what the content that something we've all grown up with, Disney World movies and productions and the theme parks and everything, and they want creative control over everything. What this for someone that is hearing this story right now must be sitting there going, wow, I think Nate's right. I think that's fucking fascism. Somebody out there that's in the chat right now is sitting there and probably going, yeah, I think that's fascism. Let me get the definition of fascism for you. All right.
We got our own situation up here. We got a fascist party, literally. A far right-wing party that's appeared on the scene now. So,
okay,
Canada's, yeah.
Okay, fascism, an authoritarian and nationalistic right-wing system of government and social organization, extremely authoritarian, intolerant, or oppressive ideas or behavior, very intolerant or domineering views or practices in a particular area, like parents' rights. Okay, so fascism embraces the forceful suppression of any opposition, all overseen by an authoritarian government.
Yeah, these are police usually.
They believe the state takes precedence over individual interests. Have fun with that. The good news is, Ron DeSantis has just attacked Disney
He's
World
like a dictator.
and MAGA,
It's going to be his way, and
MAGA
if you deceive,
Republicans
there will be
in
consequences.
2 days of each other.
Oh.
So anyway, what I was saying about Jimmy Dore earlier was this thing about Disney World. Believe it or not, this is just a silly example of the horrible shit that Ron DeSantis has done that's fascist. Gerrymandering African Americans out of their vote. That if that didn't immediately turn you into a hater of Ron DeSantis, maybe remember Disney World for what it used to be, because I have a feeling the Peter Pan ride's going to go away quick. I bet you Peter Pan's the first thing they get rid of. How much you want to bet?
And I went when they had 20,000 leagues under the sea. That was awesome. You go on a sub and shit. I never went on the Peter Pan ride. Probably though. So they're gonna be able to control like the content that Disney puts out, essentially.
Republicans tell you to your face that they are pieces of shit. Democrats lie to you about being pieces of shit. Explain the difference and show your work. R8 Doctor for Life 75. At R8 Doctor for Life 75. At R8DR for Life. Number 4. Alex. So my latest tweet, anyone want to bet Peter Pan ride is first thing Ron DeSantis removes from Disney has been seen by absolutely nobody. No likes, no retweets.
Brop all day. I've never even been there. Was thinking about taking my son this year because he's about to be 10 but can't afford it.
Yeah. That's the thing I remember about Florida is going to Disney.
Little boys aren't allowed to fly. Ron DeSantis gets his way, I have a feeling. All right, man. I put up a whole bunch of tweets last night and this morning at Nave's Garden on Twitter, guys. I'm tweeting all day, all night, all the time. I'm on there. Putting up pictures, videos, making tweets, responding to people. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Hubble telescope faces threat from SpaceX and other companies' satellites. What have you done, Elon? Look what you fucking done, you idiot.
Love you. Well.
Listen, look what you fucking done, you idiot, Elon. Put up
All
a
day.
bunch of goddamn
Had a
space
car
grenades.
come on yesterday with 8 diff I stand with Ukraine sticks.
Come on, yes, sir. The 8 different I stand with Ukraine. Oh.
Brop all day.
Oh my god.
Stickers. Daga love you. Stickers.
You're gonna be standing in a pile of ashes soon enough. You heard about Bakhmut? You guys? I was sharing that on Twitter.
Daga love you. What did you think of anti-war rally Jim Dore hosted?
I think it's great that they had an anti-war rally. I think that's great. I have a hard time listening to Jimmy Dore because he's he's been disrespectful of the truth, man. I have a problem with that. But I like
I
everything
love it.
that's anti-war.
Die anti nice. A lover. Or would it be a...
I think Jimmy Dore needs to come clean about some of his bullshit. That's what I think. There's a lot more going on, actually, that I want to talk about in today's show. There's a lot, man. I was like, oh my
H.
goodness.
Cheers.
That murder
Daga
dude
Lover.
got found guilty. They
How many
sentencing him
bipartisan
probably to
anti-war rallies
rest of
are
his
there?
life in prison. 30
Ben
to life.
Harson. Good morning,
I
cheers.
think they're going to give him life in prison. He's a piece of shit. How many bipartisan? I mean, I'm glad that
A lover. Give who life in prison.
Alex Murdaugh,
Mr. Blue 313 sets fin.
dude murdered his wife and his kid.
Morning, folks.
He sat there and acted like he didn't do it. He just buried the guns out on his property somewhere. I'm surprised they couldn't just follow his tire tracks and find him. I know he took his fucking golf cart out there. Got a little side by side, took that bitch out into the woods, fucking dug a big old hole.
A lover. Acted like he didn't do it.
Yeah, who even does that?
Dog a lover. I have no idea about this story.
Yeah, so as it would turn out, his kid had just taken a video right before he killed him. And it was on the kid's phone. You could hear his dad's voice on the video.
A lover. IDK with deepfake technology.
So I'm smoking not True Black. I'm smoking Gorilla Glue, and I'm completely out of my brain right now. I do have some coffee here. Oh God, that is the stuff life is made of right there. Let me tell you. I should have some more of that though.
A lover. Would you rather have 99 guilty men free if that means one innocent man free, or 99 innocent men not free if that means one guilty man not free? Brop all day. Bro cut my thumb down to the knuckle yesterday. So sore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. My mom's doing much better today. She got hurt yesterday. I saw her this morning. I was like, how you feeling? She's like, I'm feeling much better. Got a new bandage on her hand. Her hand's healing up. Her mouth is feeling better. As tweeted and reported by me yesterday, no PPE was being used at the East Palestine train derailment, and this suddenly caused for concern a day late and a dollar short. So I was watching CNN, and the guy that they were interviewing came on. I'm sorry, it was Channel 2.
About the
wasn't CNN, it
99
was Channel
guilty
2.
people being free, if that means one innocent man free too?
And no one was wearing masks at the site, and that woman with the 5 kids, none of them were wearing masks. And I said, you know, you would think if there's stuff in the air that you're breathing, you would wear masks. At least you learn something about during the pandemic, right? Nope. Nobody did. Not in East Palestine.
Valentine.
They're all Republicans.
What the hell is that guy talking about? Would you rather have a brain that made sense or 1,000 brains that just spit words?
Good morning, Billy.
Morning. Daga Lavu. They weren't given masks.
Yeah, masks are available at just about anywhere. Everybody's got masks. This says anger mounts in Greece after train crash kills at least 47. That number's up to like 58 or something now. It's probably 60 by now.
Lavu. From what I heard, they weren't offered masks.
Yeah, you can buy masks anywhere. They get your own mask. Take personal responsibility. Little plastic mask. N95 mask. Whoa, they're talking about firing people from Fox News. Sean Hannity, Maria Bartiromo, and Janine Pirro. Top TV stars tipped to be fired in Rupert Murdoch blood sacrifice over Fox News election lies scandal.
Lavu. And what do you mean, that question about 99 innocent men being put behind bars to have one guilty man behind bars, an old philosophical question?
Maybe nobody's here to talk about that. Did you ever think about that? Maybe it's not interesting or nobody gives a fuck. I know I don't. Oh, I think I'll click on this. At least 3 prominent Fox News stars are set to be axed from the embattled...
Valentine. Jesus, Nay doesn't want to answer that stupid question. Who cares?
Embattled News Network to help Rupert Murdoch save face amid the ongoing $1.6 billion defamation lawsuit against him and his company. RadarOnline.com has learned.
He or she or whoever responded with what they responded with.
I don't think anybody responded. Just you keep asking the same stupid shit that nobody cares about. Everybody's just waiting for Billy Valentine to fucking block your ass. In the latest development to come shortly after...
Lavu. So obviously they gave a, okay sure that didn't LOL.
In the latest development to come shortly after...
Daga Lavu. You mean hi?
In the latest development to come shortly after Murdoch admitted he did nothing to stop his Fox News talent from promoting ex-President Donald Trump's baseless claims the 2020 presidential... blah, 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 I can't say that. Believe the 92-year-old billionaire media magnate will commit blood sacrifices in an effort to save the network's bottom line. Among the names on the list, the chopping block Sean Hannity, Maria Bartiromo, and Jeanine Pirro. Bro, the three people on Fox News that I absolutely hate the most are the three of them. Fox News CEO Suzanne Scott is also reportedly
LOL.
set to be sacrificed in a last-ditch effort for the network to avoid losing any of its millions of audience members due to the ongoing Fox Dominion voting systems lawsuit scandal.
Turbo Jerko. Jimmy doesn't support DeSantis, he never actually did. And Jackson calls DeSantis a Nazi goof.
Yeah, well, why don't they report on
Billy
all the horrible
Valentine.
shit that he does?
I'm gonna go so that dude's lips shut. Mr. Blue 313 sets fin. 710 and salute.
Happy 710, Bye Bye Blue Jaws, cheers. New evidence. This is an 11-minute freaking video. Holy shit. Oh, this is... Oh my god. Man.
D. Robin. Cheers.
So, do you guys understand? Sean Hannity's and Maria Bartiromo and Judge Jeanine Pirro are all getting axed from Fox News, right? This looks like it's going to happen. Let's watch this video. Let's see how much of it we can take.
New developments right now in what's shaping up to be the case of the decade for trying to hold liars accountable with real, swift justice. Now, Fox News on defense, facing over $1 billion in punishment for lies it served up that fed the insurrection. And while, as you see here, top Fox hosts have clearly been on Team Trump,
all of you
in public for a long time,
BD, Mr. Blue,
we know Sean Hannity broke all journalistic rules of pretense by literally endorsing and publicly campaigning for Trump.
Bro, so's Peter Pan.
There's no court punishment for breaking that kind of rule. There just isn't. But there can be penalties for malicious lying, for defamation, if you can prove a media defendant acted knowingly, maliciously, intentionally. And that's hard to prove, and that difficult standard
they'll probably get rid of Epcot, too.
Which is why this case has to turn on hard evidence, not asking whether Hannity is biased for Trump. He is. But asking whether Hannity knowingly and maliciously pushed lies that caused measurable damage. And the evidence is building in this case. We've told you a bit about it. Hannity admitted under oath he didn't believe the lies. Now legal anticipation is building for new evidence, which we can tell you, according to court schedule, should hit this coming Monday. Okay. There will be new filings, more receipts in this voting machine company's case against Fox as they try to meet what is a high legal bar, that Fox defamed them while feeding, promoting, and even publicly joining actual parts of Donald Trump's multi-pronged conspiracy to end American democracy. So it's a big deal. Now, if you follow the news, you've probably seen some of the highlights already, from major papers to TV news, headlines about some of the quotes you see here, how Fox staff were privately blasting the big lie as BS, insane, mind-blowingly nuts, reckless. They said all that and then turned around in the same period of time and served it up to their viewers, misleading their viewers, showing a real condescension for their viewers, a lack of respect, just deceiving them. Now, the spiciest quotes, like the ones we just put on the screen, they can be damning. But there's a lot more in these filings, which include details that may actually incriminate even more people at Fox, although they don't have the same punch of a quote that says total BS or a Laura Ingraham burn.
BHTV has the evidence.
Here's a fact that the plaintiffs emphasize against Fox, that they say makes Fox more guilty. That several hosts in this period were pre-recording the shows, pre-tapes, while hyping false election claims or featuring Trump lawyers allegedly defaming the plaintiff. Pre-tape, pre-tape, pre-tape. Now, why does that matter? It may not be, as I said, as exciting as the BS quote, but it matters, this evidence you see on the screen, because it shows time and again these programs and their bosses had a lot of time to consider whether to air the segments they pre-taped as they were, or whether to add fact-checking or add reporting.
News media, they all lie.
Or just.
So you don't want me to watch this because screw all news media? Unreliable. Well, she probably went on TV and reported that it was.
Jerko. You must bow to your master Elon. And maybe you wouldn't be shadow oppressed.
There's no way for me to bow to my oppressors, bro. I hope you respect that about me. I refuse to do it. I refuse to bow to my oppressors. My oppressors. You know? So, I cleared this area out in the back of the property where this other creek is, you know, the warm creek is. It comes in, it's like a dirty creek. Warm, dirty creek. It's, I don't know why the water has got this yellow tint to it. And there's like debris in it, you know, and a little cloudiness. I don't know why, you know. I think that the aquifer that it's coming from is shallow. It's like coming from a shallow spring, because the one that it connects with, that's coming down the long side of my property, that water is freaking cold, man, really cold. And I'm assuming that cold water must be coming from a spring that comes from really deep down in the ground. You know?
H. New fan lead arrived. Super cool setup now. Cheers.
Do with this, I'm always losing the Rumble page. Well, there it is. Well, hello, Rumble. Look at y'all. Hey, Bad Bad Blue Jaws, JD, Messer 81, Jack Diesel, sub to Go Ranch, please. Sub to Go Ranch, please. Blaze Friend 1.
Haven't been around in a while.
What does that mean?
Robert Ramos. Are you still in Florida?
I am. I'm not leaving Florida. This is my house. This is where I live. This is my house. What do you think about that? I got some pictures of it. Let's take with my new camera. Let's see, I went outside. Oh yeah, look at this. That's a nice photo right there, huh? Look at that.
All day. How you like the new phone camera?
I like it a lot. Both of these cameras seem to have a problem with autofocus on images. I don't know, maybe the autofocus is off on both of them. It seems like it is. But,
Hey Valentine. I want to buy one of those square feet of land in Scotland. Then fly there and build a 5-inch house on it. Robert Ramos. Damn.
I'm sorry about all the
Brock
glare.
all day. They plant a tree on that land, lol.
The 5-inch house. Here's
Robert
the backyard.
Ramos. Beautiful house.
Dude, this sucks because I'm showing it to you and all I can see is glare. I got an idea. Okay, that used to pull up. That used to pull up the phone, but it doesn't anymore. Just plugging it in. Wow. I can't find the thing.
Robert Ramos. I see it fine.
Oh, File Explorer, there it is. Wait, man. Oh, take me there. Oh, this PC, there it is. Why isn't my phone showing up? That's weird. It's on, but it's not showing up. I'm pretty sure I plugged it in. Oh, no, that's the charger cable. That's right. That is correct. Silly me. Now I know. But there is a cable here, if I'm not mistaken, for plugging in to the computer. What's this one? No, it's not that one. Maybe this one? Nope. My bad. That sucks. I don't know what I did here, man. With the cabling. I got my cabling all confused. I confused my cabling. I once had a cable that was... Oh, here it is. Here it is. This one will plug the phone into the computer.
Blue 313 sets fin. Murdoch gets life twice, yay, cheers.
Son of a gun, I need to reconnect it. I hit the wrong button. This folder is empty. Why is it saying that? Why is it saying my folder's empty? Well, how am I supposed to... I'm confused, bro. Oh, I wonder if it's gonna show up. Oh, here we go. USB charging. Here we go. Okay, USB options. Okay, USB controlled by connected device. Use transferring software. Okay, wait. Transferring files. Okay, there's my photographs. Cool. That wasn't that hard, I guess. Now, let's see if we can view these. Extra large. There we go. Huh. Why can't I find the pictures of the goddamn mouse? That is so weird. I just took them. Oh, here they are. Oh, that's nice, man. Here, check this out. Look at those 2 stars I got in there. Isn't that camera amazing? Gets life twice. Two life sentences. Yay! 2 life sentences. Yay! That's great. That makes me happy. Here's the back of the house. You can even see at night, you can see the grass is all green, coming back right after the freeze.
Valentine. My favorite is the driveway pavers. Mom has good taste.
I've got a better picture of
Billy
those pavers.
Valentine. The front of my pad is similar.
I've got all kinds of pavers pictures, bro. Check out my pavers pictures, bro. Oh, I tried. I was
Freaking Oracle.
Ultra.
That's the 23 model you got?
Yeah. I tried today. I had video going, and I turned the camera sideways while I was videoing just to see what it would do, and it kept videotaping, and it rotated while I turned the camera. Okay, check out this. Well, that shows the front landscaping a little bit there, but check out this the paver shot right here, and that nice grass. I've got some planters over there that look really nice.
All day. Beautiful. Billy Ballantyne. Do they lay concrete first, then lay the bricks? Is that how that stays level?
Man, I saw them use sand, and they level it all off with freaking sand, bro. I didn't see them install that driveway. And there's concrete around the outside of it, and I don't know if they pour concrete underneath it. I don't know. Is that my cat in the yard right there? Oh, that's a cool picture of my cat in the yard. Check this out. Right in the middle of the picture, with the outline around him. And some freaking UFO in the sky with a weird pyramid glow around it. I love that this camera picks up stars, bro. Because I've seen shit in the sky before, and I'm like, I've pulled cameras out and you won't fucking see them. This camera will see shit in the sky. Like if you see like a satellite failing or some shit. Now, I tried to take pictures of the moon, but it may have been just because it was foggy or whatever. Or hazy. I don't know. I didn't get good. I wasn't able to get the moon, but I see people using the Ultra for the moon, and it's coming out.
All day. I can pick up stars with my iPhone 14.
Oh yeah. Look at this video I shot in portrait mode, just to test the portrait mode. Check out the zoom on this. Watch how far away I am, and then watch what I zoom into.
Iron Lungs McGee. What's good, Nay in chat?
Yo, Iron Lungs McGee. What's up, buddy?
Mr. Blue 313 sets fin. Gotta walk Lena before the storm L8 hashtag keep your gun hashtag us tweaked. Mr. Blue 313 sets fin. Yo Ironwood up.
There's a quick little video. I was just taking a picture of a jet coming in. This is actually a goddamn pretty good video. Just considering what it is, man. Hold on, look at this. It's just for a few seconds. Can I make it full screen? Yeah, here. Watch this. Look at that. Right there. That's basically what I got, and then the rest is behind the trees.
Iron Lungs McGee. Did you download Expert Raw app on your phone, Nay? Iron Lungs McGee.
No.
What's Good Blue?
I don't know what that is.
Restream.io.
What's Expert Raw app?
Congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. Billy Ballantyne. Dogo got so hurt that I had to kennel him for 5 minutes. When the kennel opened, he ran away with his tail tucked.
I got a video of a little gecko this morning on one of the avocado trees. It's not a very good video though, he's all out of focus. I mean,
Iron Lungs
yeah,
McGee.
he was bad lighting. He was under a leaf.
It brings out the full use of your camera.
It brings out the full use of my camera? Really? Expert Raw. Okay. Okay, the device has stopped responding. Okay, I know. How many messages do I have to get that's been disconnected? I know. I know. There's nothing to show there. How do I close it, you fucking idiots? God, you're a pain in the ass. Fuck off. Alright. Oops. Expert Raw, he said. Photo Raw, manual camera, DSLR camera for Galaxy S22.
Lungs McGee. Samsung Store. Billy Ballantyne.
Samsung.
See how close you can get to your butthole with it. OnlyFans, here we come.
Samsung. Samsung. I wonder where we'd find that at. Samsung. It doesn't have that there. Samsung Store. Play Store. Samsung.
Lungs McGee. Or it could be called Galaxy Store.
I got some shit on here I don't need. Candy Crush.
D. Robin.
What the fuck?
I can't take no more. I am out.
Alright.
Chipmunks McGee. It's a red app with a camera on it that says raw.
Samsung, no. I did have Samsung free, a bunch of Samsung stuff, but not Samsung Store. Can you download Samsung Store from the Play Store? Samsung free, I see.
Chipmunks McGee. Galaxy Store.
I got Samsung free. That's not it. Galaxy Store. Samsung Galaxy Store. Galaxy Store. Oh, it opened it. I searched it and it opened it, bro. Alright. Here we go. Expert. Raw. Raw. There it is, bro. I got it. I got it. Install. Installing. Open. Dude, it wants to send me notifications. Isn't that funny? Huh. You have to turn notifications on or it won't open. Wow, bro. Whoa, let me get my glasses here. Let's see what I'm looking at. Yeah, when I saw people zooming at the moon, I was like, where are they getting all these settings from? I think they were using this. Let's just start with like a lizard or something. There's maybe a bird. There should be a lizard out here somewhere running around. These have problems filming wildlife.
Chipmunks McGee. They were.
They had like a thing. They had like a thing, like a crosshair in the corner. X. Why does it only go up to 10x? Wide. So that's probably, I have to figure out, they won't do it in a certain mode or something. It's only going 10 times. Times zoom. Why is that? Why 50 megapixel? No. 12 or 50? there's matrix metering, spot metering, backlit subjects. Bro, what's up with only the 10 times zoom on here? What I'm doing wrong. Astrophotos. Sky Guide. Show me where the moon is and shit. Astrophoto, 4 minutes. I don't know what that means. I do not know what I don't know what I am doing. But it always says I can do 10 times zoom.
Harry Lawton. Good morning, man. Iron Lungs McGee.
Hey, Jerry.
Watch a video on that app and you'll learn everything and your photos will come out amazing.
Auto share to PC or two. Keep the camera focused on the selected subject even if they move. Watch a video on that app and you'll learn everything and your photos will come out amazing. So I just want to learn how to turn on the zoom, bro. This thing, look, if I just go into my camera, I just zoom. Look at that,
Lungs
bro.
McGee.
Look.
The time thing is the exposure time for taking the best HT shots.
Whoa, dude. This is amazing. It's holy shit. Dude. See, this camera, just on its own without that software, it does 100 times zoom. Dude, 100 times zoom, baby. It's auto tracking right now. It's like it's moving. I don't know how it does it. But it's like I'm not moving the camera, but if I want to see my avocado tree, there it is. Oh, because it's on that space tracking setting, maybe? I don't know. Oh, this was the thing I saw on there. This window. I've got it on my camera now. That's 100 times zoom. So this is it. It was under photo. Maybe it's because I had it on video. It doesn't focus perfectly. That's one of my avocado trees. That's pretty cool. To be able to take a picture sitting in this chair like that. Wait, where's the other avocado tree at? The other one's right there. Dude, stop tracking.
Mr. Blur 313 sets fin. Tap in, folks.
Cheers. So, let me look at those. There's one avocado tree. There's another avocado tree. Look at that. Let me see how clear it is. Yeah, it's blurry. So far, you know,
Lungs Mickey.
it's okay.
You should set up a hummingbird feeder and catch some eat super slow motion videos.
Well, we're not allowed to have a hummingbird feeder. They attract bears. Psst. 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 Psst.
Lungs Mickey. Boo.
Boo. I know, right? Well, we can always bring them in at night, you know, but hummingbirds only come in the early morning and like at sunset, and then they're done. And all day during the day. And all day during the day. That's right. That too. You guys are awesome. I had a lot of fun. Rumble's kicking ass. Thanks, Bab Blue
All day.
Jaws.
I had a hummingbird land in my arrow while hunting. Brop all day.
Huh.
Got on video.
It's crazy. I had hummingbirds coming into my
Billy
house.
Ballantyne. Hummingbirds is delicious. Crunchy.
Guys, take care. Bye. I'll see you this afternoon. Come visit me on Twitter, guys. Come on. Come on over there. I'll be over there. I'll be tweeting on Twitter. The news and such. Peace. Nate's Garden. On Twitter. That's where I'll be. Bye, guys.